Good evening. It is late at night. I'm locked in my car, and so it's time for a review of a phone car dock. Tonight we're going to be looking at the car dock for the Motorola Droid X. As you can see, I already have it mounted. It's entered into car dock mode, but you can actually remove the car dock quite easily from its car dock there. I want to point out before we get into the software something about the actual hardware here. What's interesting there is that you have the charge port there connected to the car dock itself, which is a pretty fantastic feature. It lets you do a little bit more of a permanent installation. When you get it in top, searching already. When you get it attached, you actually have this latch on top that mounts on, and you can easily mount the thing back in just like that. But lets you do some nice things. So you like your power cord or whatever, you can do a little bit more of a permanent installation with it plugged in to the car dock rather than the actual phone itself. So nice little touch. But yeah, so here is your new car home with the Motorola Droid X. You can see you get quick access to your music, my location, calling. This one actually you can put whatever you want in here. So I put Shazam in here in case there's a song on the radio that you don't know the name of and you want to find out. Of course, voice search and close to drop you back to your standard launcher. We'll just go ahead and start with music. As you can see, it actually gives you this kind of very large interface, and I'll pause it so I don't get in trouble with YouTube, but it drops right into whatever you were last playing. It doesn't give you a ton of options in here, so whatever you were listening to before, it's going to start playing again. Again, you can hop around and do whatever you want there. I have some fun sounds there on my SD card, as you can tell. It doesn't give you a lot of control over what you're listening to the library, so you think like, clicking here would take you into that track or the track list or something, but it doesn't. So you really kind of have to do a lot of your audio controls and your music controls in the actual standard music app, but it's there. Now we're really getting into the awesome features, or we start with my location. It doesn't show it now because I'm not moving, but you'll actually get a little indicator right here of what direction you're heading once you start moving. It'll say E for east, N for north, etc., etc. It doesn't use the digital compass for this, so you do actually have to be moving for that to start updating, but it's a nice little feature. Now when you click on my location, it brings you to this custom Google Maps interface, and you can see it kind of well there. Shows you how fast you're going, so obviously we are sitting still right now. Shows you the map of where you are. It does stay the circle. It doesn't jump, unfortunately, into the arrow that we see in Google Maps a lot for orientation. So I kind of wish it would. That'd be a nice update. But yeah, it's a nice little interface for giving you how fast you're going, seeing what you got. You can turn traffic on and off, jump directly into navigation to get your standard Google Nav you expect, or go into the full Google Maps client at that point. So that's a nice little touch. It's actually kind of fun when you're just driving around, you know where you're going, and you want something up here, to toss that up there. Next is the calling screen, and the calling screen is a nice one. You can actually get 3 different buttons that you can assign to your favorite contacts. You can turn Bluetooth on and off, go to recent, jump to the dialer, go to your contacts. I won't show you these because it would actually expose some phone numbers. But what I went ahead and I did was, you can see right here, I have our local Pizza Hut added. It is late enough at night, they are not open, and so we can click on them, and you'll see you actually get this custom dialer screen layout. And I'm actually going to just go ahead and mute the call, but you can see kind of the layout of that. Shows you the phone number, the name, uses City ID if you have support for City ID still, shows all their contact info. It even shows their Facebook information, a status or Twitter update down here if you have that that person through Blur synchronized against that. So some nice little touches there. Now, I have talked with a few people over this, using just the speakerphone and the microphone. A couple people said sounded fantastic. I did have 1 or 2 that said I kind of sounded like I was in a tunnel. So, you're probably not going to use it every day, but for quick calls or things like that that you need to be doing while driving, if you don't have Bluetooth or something like that, it is actually a really nice option. So we'll come back here, and of course then, here you can put, again, any application that you like, which is just a really cool feature. So maybe not Shazam, maybe like Trapster, if you want to find out if there's cops around or something like that. And then voice search is your standard voice search you'd expect. Allows you to say things like navigate to Pizza Hut. And it caught my like there. Actually, it did a very good job of picking up what I was saying. So let's go ahead and try that again. Navigate to Pizza Hut. There we go. So of course you get your standard interface for bringing up Google Navigation. And getting
north on Wyoming Street toward 1st Street Southwest, then turn right at 1st Street Southwest.
So you of course get that for going where you're going. So we can go ahead and hop back. So yeah, there is the car dock interface and the actual physical car dock for the Motorola Droid X. It works extremely well. I've been very, very happy with it. And the 4.3-inch display for navigation is fantastic. It's another area where the Droid X really excels and shows its strength. So if you have a Droid X and you drive any fair amount, I can honestly highly recommend the car dock as an accessory that is well worth the, I believe, $29.95 that it is. So there you go. Enjoy your Droid X.